Hi there and welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. My name is Ben Friedman and we are once again blessed to have Andy Barness.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again, Andy.
Thank you, Ben. Good to be here.
Andy is a professional presenter and host, and if you'd like to find out more...
Or at least I play one on TV.
That's true. Where else would you play one?
True. AndyBarness.com.
AndyBarness.com is where you can go to find about everything Andy.
That's right.
That's right.
Hosting voiceover work. Well, that's it.
Hosting voiceover work and cocktail parties. No. No cocktail parties. No. So today we're going to be looking at this. This is by T-Mobile and Google. This is, they call this the G1 Android phone. G1 is the hardware, and the software is actually made by Google. It's kind of Google's answer to the iPhone, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Wow. And now I haven't played with this much, but you've been playing. How long have you been playing with this?
I'd say probably 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Uh-huh.
And give me your impressions. What do you think?
You know, actually, I really wanted the iPhone.
You really wanted the iPhone?
Yeah, because of you.
Because
you're constantly playing with it and you make it look so easy. And I thought, you know, I'm not under contract. I want the iPhone.
You're not under contract? Okay.
I wasn't.
Okay.
So I went to, I mean, I'm being totally honest, I went to T-Mobile.
And you said?
I said, I want to cancel my service.
And
I'm going to get an iPhone. And they said, what if you barely have to pay for this? We'll give you a smoking deal.
Well, that's true, because the iPhone's still $200.
Right. I mean, granted, I think I paid the $180 for this.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, this wasn't cheap, but my monthly rate is like super, super low. So that's
true. And you know, on the iPhone, I think the minimum monthly rate is like $60 a month. And then there's, you know, that's the minimum.
Oh, I was like, really? It's cheaper than what I'm paying?
Yeah.
I'm paying $80-something. I've been a customer for a long time for everything.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but I think T-Mobile's kind of ripping you off.
Don't say that, really?
Yeah, I think for $80 you can get a pretty good plan with like unlimited data and text. And
I just signed a 2-year contract.
Holy cow. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you later.
Oh, my gosh. Okay,
But you know what? It's an awesome phone, right? So tell me about it.
Well, it's not that great of a phone. Oh, man, I am so bummed right now. All right, so remember, I am trying to compete with the iPhone.
Right. Right. Now, first of all, may I jump in?
Please.
Sorry. So I know a lot of people don't like the iPhone because it's an on-screen keyboard. You know, and you have to tap it with your finger, and you can't use your fingernails.
Right.
One thing people like about this, it has a real keyboard.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that it has a real keyboard.
Show the folks how it opens up.
And you just open it like this.
That is, I gotta admit, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Because you know, when you open the keyboard on the iPhone, it takes up half the screen. Right?
Oh, yeah, so then you can't...
Where's my iPhone?
Right.
I got an iPhone over here. So here's the one problem. So here's, you know, you've got, look, Andy Barness right there, your phone number. You know, here's the screen. As soon as you want to type anything in, you lose half the screen.
Right.
Right? Half the screen becomes the keyboard.
Okay.
With yours, instead of losing half the screen, you open it up and you've got double the phone.
Exactly. So I like that. You know, comparing now, good, I like this. However, the thing that I don't like is it's hard to push, especially with fingernails.
Hard to push the buttons.
Exactly. But the other thing is you can't see it. It doesn't light up.
It doesn't light up.
Right.
There's a backlight on the keys.
It's like so faint that I mean, now you can sort of see it, but you sort of have to move it into the right angle.
I see what you mean. Can you see? I don't know. We'll zoom in on that a bit here, but
I don't like it, especially at night or dusk, or
it's hard to type.
Oh yeah.
And the keys are very flat.
Is that what it is? I was trying to figure out, like, what is it that I don't like about it?
There's not a lot of difference between the keys and the back.
Right, it almost feels like one big touchpad, one great big one. So that really frustrates me, and I just keep thinking 2 years of this. Oh my goodness.
And then on the front there's like a little trackball?
Yeah, so I think with every phone, I mean, I had the T-Mobile Dash before, and I really liked it, but my camera broke.
That's Windows Mobile, right?
Right.
Right. Okay.
And I'm fond of that. A lot of people don't like that.
I don't mind that. Yeah.
But it had a video camera, which was the best thing ever. You know what frustrates me is I don't think sometimes when you go to buy the phones, you know all the questions to ask.
Well, they do have a 30-day return period,
They had a 14-day.
Ooh,
so, of course, I didn't need to use my video camera until like the
Because these folks do so
day.
much. Like, for instance, Andy and I were recently in Wisconsin on a video shoot, and I said, hey, why don't you use the GPS to find out where we're going? And you said, GPS?
It has GPS? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I think...
So you didn't know the phone had a GPS built in?
No, but I mean, it has so many things. I
mean,
you know, I can download some really cool things.
You got that coffee maker in there. It's,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
It's a taser, so if you get mugged at night, you can zap people with it.
That would be worth the money right there.
Yeah.
It has a camera. The camera is so-so.
So-so camera.
Yeah.
Not the greatest camera.
Not the greatest camera.
Although, you know, I'm like we talked about a couple of episodes back, you know, that the camera people don't want video. I don't know that I really want a great camera in my phone. I mean, I don't mind a snapshot, but if I want to take good pictures, I'm going to use a camera.
But I wish it had just a better camera, you know, because so many people, like at my kids' baseball games, I want to snap a picture, and it's just a little grainy.
I hate to sound pedestrian, but how is it as a phone?
It's
Voice quality,
great.
sound quality, do you drop calls? Because, you know, the big problem with my iPhone is it does everything, but it's not a great phone.
It's hard to hear. It doesn't sound great?
I drop calls all the time. It's staticky. People sometimes tell me they can't hear me. I mean, it's not the best phone.
I don't have a problem
with
that.
You want to download a song from iTunes, it's wonderful.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
do you ever drop calls?
Not really. If I ever have a problem, it's because of my Bluetooth, because I haven't figured out how to use it right, and I hang up.
There are no good Bluetooth headsets yet. I'm still waiting for a good one.
All right, maybe we have to review some Bluetooth headsets.
So,
so overall, the thing that's really frustrating, I text a lot, and so that's frustrating for me.
That keyboard is hard for texting.
Yeah.
And now, one big thing about Google is you can download all these applications, but I don't know. Do you get into any of that stuff?
I'm still learning.
Have you downloaded anything for it? Can you give me an example of something you might have downloaded, or not yet?
No.
No?
Not yet.
Well, other than the phone, what else do you use?
Okay, what's really cool is if you, and your phone might have this too, is if I touch this little thing right here, and it's going to come up and say, this is my Google, like I'm Googling something.
Right.
Hopefully it's going to come up and say it. Is the voice activated? Do you have that?
No, I don't have that.
So it says starting up, McDonald's, Arizona.
You can just talk to it like that, huh?
Yeah, but then you have to be quiet so it'll stop. And then typically it'll come up and it'll say McDonald's, Arizona.
Right.
So if you're driving, connection problem. Speak again. I think it's because you wouldn't stop talking, but that's just what I think. Anyway, so that's pretty neat. So if you're driving, you don't have to.
Yeah, you cannot do that on the iPhone. There is Google has an app that will let you do that, but the phone itself does not do that on the iPhone. So that's very cool. Well, so I'm going to let you rate this since I haven't used it.
I think it depends what you want your phone for.
Right.
The phone quality is good. I can talk and I don't drop a lot of calls. The keyboard really bums me out, especially text messaging.
If you could buy the same software, but on the next, when they come out with a new one, the software is the same, but it's a better hardware, would that attract you?
Yeah.
Better keyboard, better camera maybe?
Yeah. And put a video. I really like video.
Video?
Yeah.
And this doesn't do video?
Doesn't do video.
Wow. Okay.
And you know what? When you're going to buy a phone, write everything down that you use all the time, and then ask them.
All right.
That's my advice.
Well, we're running along.
Sorry.
That's okay, but that's a good review. I don't know much about it. So that's the G1 Android phone from Google and T-Mobile. And definitely check it out and make sure you got that return policy. And you may want to check out the Apple thing, especially if you're off contract, and see how much it's going to cost you. Indeed. And we got another review coming up right after this, so please stay tuned. And we are back, and in the second spotlight section today, Andy, I thought you said you'd never let a fish tank come between us.
Well, obviously I am. What the heck is this?
Well, we are reviewing, as I told you before, we're reviewing an MP3 player.
Okay.
Right? So, and here it is. This is called the Finis SwiMP3 MP3 player. It's an MP3 player designed for swimmers.
Okay.
It's an underwater MP3 player. Take a look.
Where does... I don't see any ear things, though.
Well, that is a very good observation, and let me show you. There are no...
I'm pretty bright.
Yeah, you are. Basically, this uses bone conduction, not audio conduction. So the speaker's inside here, and it vibrates here, and you actually attach this like this to your mask, your goggles, and it actually plays the music through your skull bone into your ear canal. Allow me to demonstrate. I'm going to turn this on here.
Okay.
And, oops, wrong button. There we go. Okay, and play.
Oh.
Okay, Now, I don't know if you can hear that on the mic.
I can
So
hear
hold
it.
that against your temples and tell me how it sounds. Push it right in front of your ears.
It sounds really tinny.
Yeah. Well, I think this is designed for underwater use.
Okay.
Right.
I guess that
Hence the fish tank.
you're doing this, right?
Okay, so
Because
I'm going to take my mic off here. I need you to talk for a second.
Okay.
So go ahead and chat.
all right, so obviously you're going to be putting your goggles on. There's the goggles. And for the purpose of television, for our podcast, you are going to be going in the water. And I'm just so happy it's you and not me.
All right.
I'm pretty impressed. Okay.
Thank you. So this goes on like this. Can you help me here?
Yeah, I guess you got to see how easy it is to.
Yeah, this clips on. You see how this clips open like this?
It goes right up. Okay.
It goes underneath. Wow, it's pretty loud.
Do you think I got it in the right place? That was easy enough to put on.
I feel so funky right now.
I love it.
How do I look? Do I look like a
You look
superhero?
great. The fish are going to be very impressed.
Okay. So here I go, underwater.
Okay.
To tell you how it sounds.
Is it okay if I sort of scoot back a little bit?
Just a little.
All right.
Stay on camera. Here we go. Ready?
Okay, here we go. You have to stay under for a minute. Go. Okay. Oh my God. That's
Wow.
as long as you can hold your breath?
Well, I was thinking under that. You didn't notice that?
No. All right, you got a towel. Okay, I can't wait to. Were you able to even tell how it sounds? What do you think? Wait,
Yeah,
get your mic back on here.
Let me turn that off here. Towel off of it. One of the things I do for this show.
Really, I'm really impressed with that.
All right.
Because really the only way to know if the Swim MP3 is going to work is if someone went underwater.
That's right.
Okay, so what do you think?
You get a lot more bass underwater.
So it's not as tinny as when you're out of the water.
No, it still sounded a little bit tinny, but as soon as I went under, it went like...
Really?
Yeah, a lot more bassy sound to it.
Okay.
I could definitely use that swimming, you know, if I swam. Do you swim?
I get a little bit. I think just the concept of being able to hear music underwater and different than when you're like talking to your siblings or your friends.
Yeah, well, you know, so the point is people...
It was clear.
People playing, you know, it was clear, and people swimming laps get bored a lot of the time because, you know, when you're cycling or jogging, you can listen to your MP3 player. But, wow, I'm a little drowned rat here.
Okay, so obviously you're the only one that could review this because I didn't do it and I'm not going under the water. So what do you think?
I think that was good. I would give that I think a 5 out of 5.
Okay. Are there a lot of MP3 players that you can use underwater, or is this like...
There's like 3 or 4,
Okay.
but most of them involve like waterproof earbuds that go inside your ears.
Right.
And I've heard, now I'm not a swimmer, but I've heard that some swimmers don't like that because, you know, it interferes with the water going in and out of the ears and it sloshes around. And
Right.
This way, you know, you can still wear earplugs if you want to, or if you don't wear earplugs, you can still wear your mask.
I guess the test would be as you're swimming, like, does it move around, or
It felt very secure on there with that
And
mask.
it went on pretty easily, so...
Went on pretty easily. So, you know, here they are again. It's the Finis SwiMP3 player. You load up all your songs via USB. By the way, here's the little USB thing, which is in this little waterproof case.
Oh, that's great. Oh, how much is it, by the way? Did you already say it?
Oh, how much is it? It's $120.
All right.
So, you know, more than you would pay for a cheap iPod, but it is waterproof.
Right.
So there's the MP3 jack. You just plug it in, drag and drop whatever songs you want, and hit play, and away you go.
My kids would love this in the bathtub. They'd stay in there for hours.
Yeah, that's great. you could go off at dinner, leave them in the bathtub,
Yeah,
no problem.
no, yeah, don't recommend that, but...
So that is the Finis SwiMP3. That's all the time we have for today. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever used an underwater MP3 player type thing?
Or stick your head in a fish tank and let us know.
Indeed. And go to our website. Leave us a comment, www.neo-fight.tv. That's the place to go. Leave a comment right there on the front page and let us know if that is something you would use while you're swimming. And if you happen to have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this.
Take a look at this.
That's my line.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD that'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. One is out of the box, what you need to do as soon as you start up Vista. Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make your computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, Geek Tips and Tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you to make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.